know somebody and ask. I'm supposed to get somebody in this podcast. Let me see where this dude at.
Like that shit, like.
All right, guys, we're live.
I don't know. They need to keep that shit.
You hear me?
They need to let's go.
Yeah. Am I muted?
Yeah, bruh.
You are
All
not
right.
muted.
Playing Xbox episode 75. We live. Today ain't gonna be a long episode because I don't know if you guys know this in the East Coast is a damn near hurricane.
Yeah, it's just a
traffic
hurricane
outside
over
of
here,
my
bro.
building. The water levels are rising. I might lose power, so we're gonna get to the point on this one.
Oh, we hope you're good.
Yeah. I'll be fine. But what's
Yeah,
up,
no,
though?
like a homie I know lost his car though, and that like it's kind of crazy.
I mean, just be safe out there if you guys are on the East Coast, man. Be safe.
That's
Absolutely.
pretty bad.
So, Dope and Shay, how you been? What's up? What you playing?
I'm currently playing Ghost of Tsushima DLC right now. That's what I'm playing. I started first of all, don't be disrespectful, okay? Second of all, I started Psychonauts 2 a couple days ago.
Okay,
liking it.
congrats.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. Highly
Yes,
recommend
sir.
people play it instead of trying to like shit on the game. It's crazy because everyone that's played the game that I know has enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that whole narrative about the game started in the first place, but it's definitely like worth all the praise for sure. So
Absolutely.
can't wait to beat that. But those are two main games I'm playing. Other than that, I've been playing some BRs as like my daily driver.
Okay.
Pretty much it.
Okay. That's what's up, Ole Man Logan. What you been up to?
Dude.
I've been up to playing. Still working through Psychonauts 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just beat not a spoiler or anything, but there was a level where you had to cook a bunch of stuff, and I just beat through that, and that was a very fun level. Enjoyed the hell out of that, and been playing Outriders with my wife too. So that's my two.
Oh, that's sweet.
Outriders,
That's
yeah,
tight.
I want to go back to Outriders, see if anybody need help, but okay. What about you? You changed your name again. Like what?
No, this look. This time I got a good
Bro,
reason.
hey,
Actually,
ever gonna make his mind what he wants.
Shut up, goddammit. Like I got like I was trying to do the thing for Twitch, like to put my name for the Twitch, so when I start streaming, like I can do that and everything's just kind of like good, but they wouldn't let me do it. So I was like, okay, and yeah, so. But everything's like one whole thing now. Where like it's like once I start streaming again, and I'll be doing that whenever scoring does drop. Even if it doesn't drop this fucking year, then I'll be posting like Destiny content when I play with the homies and shit. Because I just got done playing a few good matches of Crucible and Gambit, but also I did Prophecy and I got through that. So my first time going through that, and that was pretty fun. So I'll definitely be posting more shit on Twitch soon. So
Okay. NickBanks, man, what's up, NickBanks? This motherfucker.
is Nick there?
Sound like you here? I haven't heard him say a word, to be honest.
Nick.
Okay.
This old ass probably fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
shout out to Chris Righteous wherever you're at.
That'd be a little later.
Yeah, he said it'll be later,
Yeah,
something
but
like
no
that.
sweat, because I was like, I don't plan on being here.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been playing fucking Psychonauts, man. That's the game. I'm in casual mode, but when I say casual mode, I'm not jumping from game to game. I just been sitting there on that game, and never have I enjoyed a platformer a game like no. The thing is, I can't say that. I started off a platformer is one of my favorite games. It's just been so long, right?
Since you felt like you got like a really, really good platformer.
So and this one's been holding my attention. The story surprises me. The writing is incredible. And the level design, bro, like it's a pure at its true form, it's a video game. Some of the the level designs in this game literally be having me like, oh wow. Like I didn't think they would like do this. They throw so much at you, like in every stage, to make the game feel unique and different and new at every point. And there's like some of these levels, and I'd be surprised at the fact that this exists. Like for example, like there's a couple levels where you either have to roll on like let's say a bowling ball or carry like something heavy, but you still have to balance Raz's like movement, because you'll notice he'll start leaning, right? But it's natural in a way that you have to do it. And it was something so small that I thought I was like, oh wow, I didn't think they would put that, that level of detail in there. And I like the mix up, like how you can go from one look to another, how the visuals get changed. I know this game was getting shattered on for its visuals before the game came out. People wanted to compare it to, Ratchet and Clank, but this game does a fair share of like switching it up, diversifying it, and having like visuals that stand out. No, it's not photorealistic, but in terms of form of like art and how to design a game, if you're not pushing for photorealistic graphics, this is the route, and they did a wonderful job. Psychonauts 2 is standing at an 89 overall. It has an 87 on the Xbox Series X, 89 on PC, and a 91 on Xbox One. This is definitely a game of the year contender.
You said it got a 91 on Xbox?
For Xbox
What
One.
the fuck?
That's the Xbox One score.
What the fuck is
I
that?
mean, it's a good game. I mean, I wouldn't
of course. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's weird as fuck, but alright.
You said it's weird?
Yeah,
it's weird.
It just doesn't run at 60, like, that's all.
So, like your newest console that gets lower than your old one. Like I'm just
So there's only 8 reviewers on the Xbox One. There's 57 for the Xbox Series X version.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I got you. Like no, but I've been playing Psychonauts 2 as well. Psychonauts 2 is like it's probably is GOATY for me. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like unless something else comes out that like overshadows it for me, like this really did, like you said, it felt like a platformer, like it played like a game, like it gave me those very nostalgia vibes, but it wasn't just like, it still added new shit to it that didn't just like have it behold it to the old. And like shit, I like the way the combat is too, the way they have it like kind of like tied to your back buttons, like the triggers and the bumpers. So like you can switch your powers like that. Combat is fluid and fun as hell with this. Like, so I really enjoyed that too. The only thing that I probably didn't like was like the badges. Like you only got to put 3 on. I wanted to put more on. Like so I could just be OP as fuck. But I really do love this game. Like the story, like you said, like it is very emotional. Like to where like to some points I didn't think it was gonna be like hitting like that. I was like, dang, like this jump was hitting. Like I'm at a part now, no spoilers, in the mail section, and like that part is like really crazy. Like it's a lot of good writing here, and like even the jokes, like they don't feel the jokes don't feel like they're trying to appeal to a younger audience. Like they don't feel forceful. Like they don't feel none of that. Like this feels like Tim Schafer's style of jokes, and they just like really fit like the world of Psychonauts. And like god damn, this game is it's like I could say, I'll say for myself, I haven't felt like like a really great platformer in a while. So like this feels like home. Like it feels like really comfortable. Like, and I would love to see them do a Psychonauts 3 way later down the line. Like we're like Raz is older. Maybe should a couple of years have passed. I would love to see what that turns out to be like. But yeah, so I'm loving this game though.
Isn't the first game and the second game like only like days apart?
Yeah, it's like it takes place right after the first one.
Yeah.
Which makes me like, I think I'm gonna go back to like, or at least I've never played the first one. So this is actually making me want to actually go back and play it and experience that story, kind of see like where it came from to where you know, Psychonauts 2 improved and stuff, because it's like just to piggyback off everybody, it feels like it feels like a game. like it's lighthearted, but it has, you know, them dark, you know, innuendo jokes that we probably wouldn't have understood when we were kids, but now like we kind of do. It's got hella interesting characters.
Yeah.
Like beautiful like level design, the world, you know, the powers and the combat moves you get, the exploration. Like I'm actually enjoying like exploring each different section, trying to find, you know, basically every nook and cranny in that game, and that's like hard for me to like want to actually do. Like in a lot of games, because I feel like it's tedious, but there's so many things I'm finding just by exploring the world that like I'm absolutely loving my time in it. So it's, if you guys haven't checked out Psychonauts, I would highly recommend it. Once I beat it, I think this is leaning towards my game of the year. You know, I know we still got, you know, a couple more months, which is weird, because I remember when we were talking about like game of the year like just a week or so ago, I was like, yeah, Resident Evil 8's my game of the year so far. And then I played Psychonauts 2, and I'm like, dude, like this is kind of leaning up to be like something that I might have to change my opinion on. Like I'm just really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And as long as everything follows through with the ending, because I haven't seen the ending yet, I think it's gonna take that #1 spot with probably Resident Evil 8 number 2. Yeah. But still.
Yeah, I'm at the last part of the at least I believe I'm at the last part of the game, and I don't want to, like, you know, you can get a feeling like, okay, I see this person, oh, I got this person, I got that person. All right, so this must be somewhere. I think I'm pretty close, but like I've been enjoying myself, you know what I mean, playing it, and I'm probably, depending on part of the reason why I want to get off you know, early so I can finish the shit today. Otherwise, at a certain time I'm not going to be able to play until like tomorrow. But yeah, I'm kind of dying to finish it, and I've seen a lot of people like 100% completed. And it's like I want to chase it, but I want to beat it first, because from what I hear, the game does allow you once you finish to go back. Because the thing is, I would imagine, because the abilities you obviously unlock requires you really to go back to certain places that you couldn't access. Because you get new abilities that allow you to access those spots, so that's why I'm curious. Because there's like a couple places, like,
there's like certain stuff you have to have upgraded in order to get access to. Like you have to have that mental connection like fully upgraded to get
those dark matter,
like the dark matter one. Which I'm like, I need one more point and then I can get that ability.
Well, the ones
what level are you?
Ideas and shit.
What level?
I'm 32.
All right, I got to level 52 yesterday.
Yeah,
so I've just been like jumping, like it just all depends on what you.
No, I'm at level 54. 54 for me. Like I guess you get like another power, because I have like one blank space left there, but all of my jinx are like powered up except the mental connection. But I wanted to say like one more thing to like the comparisons between the two games, just like Ratchet and Clank and everything, just like the settings of their worlds are completely different, to where like art styles and everything do contribute to like the graphical capabilities and shit like that. You got to think about like where Ratchet and Clank is set, like it's like more futuristic, a lot of reflections and metallic surfaces and stuff like that, where like Psychonauts is like more kind of like, it's like concrete and like a lot of like wooded areas and like mental dark areas and shit like that, where like this shit I feel like maybe Ratchet and Clank is just more bright light surfaces and flashing lights and stuff like that. But it's just like like to compare these games and to be like one looks better than the other is just like completely bullshit, just based off of this, like both of them have separate art styles that just like definitely complement where they are and like the stories that they're trying to tell and like where they're set and stuff. Like they're just completely different. But I really do like how you pointed out, Smooth, that different areas of the game, like different mindsets and everything, host like kind of like these different art styles. Like you have the psychedelic area, which was my favorite. No spoilers, but that was my favorite. Honestly, Jack Black and all of that. Like I just loved all the music, the bass lines, everything. It was amazing. All right, I'll quit. Yeah. This game's good.
Dude, it is. It definitely is.
Chris, Chris just joined us, right?
Yeah, I see him in here.
Oh, he's on mute. So
He's on mute.
Yo, I'm in here too,
NickBanks.
bro.
Nick now.
No,
Hey, Nick,
I was
what up,
talking
guy?
that whole time.
Oh my lord!
That's man don't know how to
Man
use
was
a
talking the
microphone,
whole
bro.
time on
Man,
mute.
listen.
This
I done
dude
Bro.
don't
bought
know how to
some-
use a microphone.
Nah,
Bro.
look. I told you. Remember, I told you I bought a whole
Stop
bunch of
capping.
stuff.
Nah, stop capping. Stop capping.
What
Now
up,
you about to
Salty?
cap.
How you doing, man?
Look, young blood, you still owe me a
He said,
game,
"Young
son.
blood,
Because I
I
got a
am blood."
capture card. I got a capture card,
What you
man.
want, man?
Matter of
What
fact,
you
I
want?
got 2 of them. And Corey, you already got one. If you need one, man, holla at me. You know, Chris said he don't need one. I guess. You know, I got an extra one though. So yeah. I've been playing Lunar Nights. You know, finishing up Avengers and all that. You know, the Avengers story is pretty good. I like it. I heard people talking about the combat, but I like it. You know what I mean? So far,
Okay.
you know what I mean. But as far as the I can't get into 3D platformers for some reason, man. I'm just a 2D guy, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Psychonauts it do got a depth of like gameplay to it, so I can see why y'all like it.
It's pretty fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Is it,
I kind of wish that I hope like more games kind of go the route that Psychonauts 2 and goes outside the box and make interesting characters and worlds and stuff versus just being super serious all the time. I think it'd be nice. Playing Psychonauts 2, it kind of feels I don't know, it feels refreshing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like Psychonauts. Yeah, like I said, it was slept on, but I called it a long time ago. I said it's gonna be like a dark horse like candidate, and it's proven that Double Fine is literally like low key the most underrated acquisition Xbox has. Like, and because
Oh yeah.
Well, this is like what their first game that they put out since they've been acquired, right?
yeah, but it was like, when they were acquired, it wasn't a big deal. Nobody was like, Double Fine, like, whatever.
Oh yeah, Double Fine. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't.
People
They
were
didn't
like
know.
talking about it like that, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even I think I threw like shade at it.
Shade
but
at
it was
it?
like, well, okay, prove me wrong.
You didn't know. You grow with the time.
Yeah.
Hey, Salty, play it on the Xbox One. Play the 90 Metacritic version. like 90s, right?
Psycho. Oh, because people get mad because I call it Psychonauts and not Psychonauts. Psychonauts. Yeah, it's just the way how it rolls off my tongue. Psychonauts.
Pause, baby.
Chris, you there? I know he's probably still playing Ghost of Tsushima. He's probably doesn't realize he's on mute.
No, he's been on that Horizon grind. That's what he's really been playing,
I
man.
forgot
That 60 FPS patch.
Yeah,
I gotta
he's
check that
been on
out.
grind.
I still gotta beat the DLC for that game because I started it but never beat it. But now that they got that patch,
Yeah, 'cause I think he beat
You know what's
Ghost
crazy,
DLC
bro?
already. so
I
he's
don't
been
think they
playing
sent
that.
review codes out for Psychonauts 2 on PlayStation.
really,
Because there's no Metascore for it. There's Metascore on Xbox One, Metascore PC, and Metascore for Xbox Series. I think yeah, they haven't sent out.
the crazy thing is that I think nobody really talked about is that Psychonauts 2 only released digitally.
It did, yeah.
And then
Really?
I saw. So here's another thing that I hate with the whole fanboyism thing, is there was that somebody popped up with the whole the sales chart thing,
Mm-hmm.
and someone said it was a UK physical sales
Mm-hmm.
for PlayStation. They're like, why isn't Psychonauts 2 on here? And then nobody sat there and said, nobody sat there and said, well, it's because it was a digital only release and this is a physical only. chart.
The game came out on it came out it came out at 8 p.m. on a Thursday night or something like that, or Wednesday night.
Which is crazy, but hey, I mean,
well, Halo's doing the same thing. They're coming out at 7 p.m. the day before, so they're coming out technically on December 7th at 7 p.m. But the official launch is the 8th. Because I'll be like, why launch on a Wednesday? It's weird. But yes, but Psychonauts, nuts, whatever. Yeah, it's a digital only release, so you're not gonna find it in any special like UK sales. I still don't understand why people run with UK sales number. They're literally like the 6. They're like the 6. I wouldn't consider it largest at that point, but they're not the biggest gaming market. But when it comes to their physical sales release rankings, people use it as gold. And I'm like, every time, the thing is, people don't understand that if you like something could break records by selling like 55,000 in the UK, and that would chart, and it will chart pretty high, versus that same game at in North America could sell 500,000, and it may not even be in the top 5. Like that's which is crazy. So, but I don't know why. I guess that's their token. But then they get mad when, you know, if something shows up for Xbox only NPD, they was like, well, that's not worldwide. I'm like, but you guys, you know, run with this UK stuff. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah. What else did we have here? Far Cry. They had like their little, you know, preview embargoes up. I guess a lot of content creators were invited to play a streamed version of the game, and they got their previews and impressions out. I'm not getting like the best. I know some people are capping, and some people just are being brutally honest. Of Ubisoft IPs, Far Cry has never really been any of my favorites. I tried them. It's just one of the IPs I cannot like. I've started maybe 4 Far Cry games. I've completed none of them.
Man, you never even did never completed 3?
That's the furthest I got. The 3 is the one I'm furthest in.
Okay. 3 was what really pulled me into the. I didn't really like 4. Loved the hell out of 5, and then
5 was good, bro.
5 was
that
like,
ended.
I loved 5. The way that the ending. Not that I don't know if it's a spoil anything, but the ending.
Yeah, that ending was
just
like
wild.
Yeah,
and I was like, it was the only like ending that it was ever in a Far Cry game that left me like with
like wow,
what? And then like I liked what they did with New Dawn, because New Dawn was kind of like a semi-direct sequel, a full-fledged game.
Was it?
5. Yeah,
I thought it was.
New Dawn takes place 20 years after the events of Far Cry 5. So the shit that happens at the end of Far Cry 5 is where you're placed at. I mean, you're obviously a different character and stuff in New Dawn, but it takes place right after.
Well, I gotta play that.
If you liked 5, I would recommend New Dawn for sure.
Almighty Spartan God said Primal was good. Yeah, it wasn't.
Primal was never. I did not get into Primal. I don't know. I just wasn't about.
Are you guys picking up 6?
I'm picking up 6. Yeah, I'm.
I don't know, man. I still have to beat 5 because I have 5 on PC, but I don't know. It looks more of the same. It looks more of the same for me.
No, I say
from
like
a gameplay standpoint. It doesn't like wow me, especially the visuals. I think that game needs to be put on the shelf for a couple of years, and the devs just need to make a whole new engine because. Like the facial animations. I wouldn't say.
Like,
I don't think it's way better. No, like that. Way better.
Like
in my opinion. To say it looks better, it's minimal in my opinion. I don't think it's that drastically different from what 5 did visually.
You talking about Far Cry 6?
Yeah.
Far Cry 6 doesn't look
talking about Far Cry.
Visibly
Far Cry
3.4.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think Dying Light 2 looks more impressive than Far Cry 6 in my opinion.
No, I think we gotta wait and see.
I don't even think Far Cry 6 looks better visually than Far Cry 5.
Nah. But 5 to 4 is
Yeah, I mean, of course, but Far Cry 5 is still like stands like it looks great, especially obviously 4K.
Oh, yeah.
But it was 30 frames. This one is 60 frames, but visually, I don't think it holds a candle to Far Cry 5.
Like if you look at the guns. Like in the guns, like I mean, like the guns and explosions and hands and all of that compared to 5, like it doesn't. Like, come on, Like y'all gotta be tripping. Like, and I'm looking at this shit on my 4K TV.
Y'all gotta
I'm not
play
saying it looks horrible. I'm just saying the game doesn't look that much better than 5 in my opinion.
It doesn't look better
And
than 5
the
at all.
the hair and the facial animations are still abysmal. Like that's one thing I don't like about Far Cry.
That's a whole
it's
other
not
thing.
it's not good. Like those things are not good, and it's I don't know. The gameplay is definitely fun. Like Far Cry is a fun game to play for sure. But I don't play it for like the story or anything like that. It's more of like, hey, I have an open world I can explore and do whatever I want in it, and that's a very appealing aspect of Far Cry to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I get like to all the experiences I had. Now I have surprisingly all the Far Cry games. Like I said, beat none of them. Though, like I said, I've been most impressed with Far Cry 5 visually, in all cases, whether it be cutscenes and in game. The location, I guess, was more diverse. I think this one reminds me of like the old Far Cries, and the fact that they got a lot of goofy stuff going on. There's nothing really impressive going on, like in terms of body movements, like the guns, like the way it just doesn't seem like anything was pushed, or it doesn't seem to be like a next generation of anything. It just
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is with you.
what is it?
I think you looking. I think because I don't. What first person adventure games you beat?
First person adventure games?
Yeah, because you seem to like the over the shoulder cinematic.
No,
I
I
know.
played a lot of
Smooth.
first person. I'll tell you this. I'm not the biggest fan of open world first person games.
Yeah,
I find
can
them
see
boring, with the exception of like RPGs, like the Outer Worlds I love, but even that doesn't feel as open as I wouldn't even. The Outer Worlds don't even feel as open as a Far Cry game. I get bored. Like when I'm in the open world game, it's different when you in the third person, but as a first person, I don't really I don't see the appeal to do that. I'd rather have my stage by stage, mission by mission, whatever scenario. I don't want to drive.
You rather have it
first
like
person.
corridor.
Yeah, I don't want to drive in first person. I don't want to do anything that I'm used to doing in third person and first person. I don't want to do that.
That's a different thing.
I play
Like,
GTA
I
5
don't
in first person, bro.
I don't mind the
love
driving in first person at all.
I need to see. I need to see.
I mean, I drive in real life.
No, but that's different. That's bogged down.
I drive in first person in real life.
This guy.
I'll fuck with you.
God damn, Jay, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, but yeah, so Far Cry 6 is out in October. The only game from Ubisoft that's dropping this year, that I'm
that's like your only big one this year. It's kind of crazy the change from last year to this year.
The Republic game, that's the one I'm
Ugh.
Right.
Republic? God damn.
Like it's gonna
that
be
shit
fun.
No, that shit. I'm not.
Did anybody play the beta? I tried it out.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, I think it's gonna be all right. I think what else was, and that's also in October as well. There was an update from Cyberpunk, right? CD Projekt Red, that next gen version ain't coming.
Yeah, no, it's not coming this
she
year.
might not make it. Yeah,
that's a damn shame, honestly, because they said they were targeting in the summertime.
They really be messing up Cyberpunk.
Another thing, they're hiring modders.
Yeah, modders. Yeah.
So hopefully the modders can help out a lot more.
I think, to help out with stuff.
Well, the multiplayer?
Yo, like, and that's good though that they are hiring modders so they can get paid for doing that shit.
You got Chris Righteous, aka Cap Righteous.
Hopefully.
Yo, what up? What up? What we talking about? My bad, man, for being late. What we talking about?
Right now it's Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah. They say that shit might be delayed to 2022. That's when I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it when there's a PS5 version.
Hey, just get it now.
Me too.
That was the best one. Get that shit for cheap.
Yeah, that too.
It's a free upgrade, right?
And stuff too. Yeah,
it's a free upgrade. DLC is gonna be free.
Yeah.
Chris ain't used to that,
Oh,
Well, they're not gonna have not all the DLCs gonna be free. I think the first pack is supposed to be, right.
You said what?
The first pack's only supposed to be like the free one. I think after that it's gonna be pay.
No, they said free DLC in general.
No, they said free.
Yeah, but I was like the
Really?
big story ones, kind of like how in Witcher 3 was. They put out free DLC, but then like the
there was.
Hearthstone and
Well,
like,
I think
Yeah.
the reception behind this is a lot different than Witcher 3. Yeah, they're handling it the same way, like the release of stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of bad blood to where like they try to sell it like, I don't know, like they would have to come out with a whole nother jump, like a Cyberpunk Deluxe Edition or some shit. But
They're gonna have like an entire.
Nah, it'll have to be like blood and wine, because like if it's free
Yeah, that's what it was,
DLC,
Blood and Wine.
if it's free DLC, it's not gonna be anything significant.
no.
It's gonna be something
They're
cool,
gonna be like,
something
here's like
something short.
a couple
Yeah,
like
it's
side
not,
missions. Here's some weapons and armor and shit like that. Or,
nah, shit, that's
Yeah,
what they said.
right.
So I'm just going off what they said. Now, like, shit, if they charging folks and it's just like you've already garnered like a really bad fucking reception with a lot of people right now, like, and then you're hiring also modders to help you out with your shit, and then you gonna delay the shit that you said that was coming. Like, son, you just piling it on. Like, shit, a lot of people is just going, like, a lot of people are already upset. So then they just gonna be more upset. Like, you just keep shooting yourself in the foot every fucking time. And it's just like I know they trying to also bring in The Witcher 3 around that time, because they were supposed to release that next gen packs with some special shit, mix it in with the show and all of that when that drop in December. It's just like, bro, like, that's not going to save you with Cyberpunk. Them two different beasts right there. Yeah. Like, two different ways that you handled that. Like, everybody loved the way you handled The Witcher 3 and its rollout of content. Like, nobody's loving the way that you fucking rolled out Cyberpunk at all. So that's an L. So, oh well.
Somebody asked me to unblock him on Twitter. If I actually blocked you on Twitter, that means you did something.
It means you got blocked for a reason, bud.
They troll you.
PayPal.me/KidSmooth, $5 unblock fee.
Yeah.
Take
Chris,
$5 to get unblocked.
What is there anything you're playing currently?
Well, I'm Horizon Zero Dawn, the update. I'm playing the DLC because I never played the DLC, the Frozen Wild. I've had it for the longest time. I just never came back around to it. And yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it looks beautiful. That's a PlayStation 4 game, and it still looks gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, it still has the same issues that I had with the original base game. But I see that they're addressing that with Forbidden West. So, you know, like the combat and the climate is not, you know, but the foundation is there. I enjoy it, man. I like Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it was dope, man. I think it was a dope ass game.
Quick update. I just beat the DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that DLC was so good. That DLC was fire. That DLC was that DLC was good. That DLC was good. As far as like the upgrade,
you beat it too, Chris?
Yeah, I 100%ed it already. I 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as like the paid upgrade, like to keep it real, like because all it is you get increased to 4K, you get the DualSense features, the Japanese lip sync, and you get obviously a new set of trophies. So if you had a platinum in Ghost of Tsushima before, you get a second platinum for free. If you don't truly care about all that stuff, you're fine with just the PS4 backwards compatible version and just getting the expansion. You know?
Yeah.
Because the backwards compatible version is still runs extremely well. It's still like 1800p, 60 FPS. So it still runs extremely well and shit like that. But honestly, I love the game so much that like I just want to, you know, support Sucker Punch and just, you know, just give them a little bit more. Because I really, really love the game. The game is amazing. Like if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all see me post pictures and gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think for me it was worth it. But for a lot of people, you don't really care about that stuff that I just mentioned. You can keep your $10 and just run the PS4 backwards compatible with the DLC.
Gotcha. That's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. What else did we? Oh my god. So the Curry Barlog bought an Xbox. Did anybody lose their shit for that? Usually when these executives buys like PlayStation Xbox, people tend to lose
I didn't really see anybody go too crazy for that. I mean, but like, who cares? Like all the like I'm sure Phil Spencer has a PS5 and he has a Switch, and you know, I'm sure Herman Holtz probably has an Xbox and shit like that. So it's like the console war shit is it's like this small Twitter group shit, man. Nobody really cares. in the real world.
Damn. Yeah. But he says it. I've read some comments. He said he's looking forward to Halo. They was like, "You got a PC?"
I seen that. I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let the man play the damn game on whatever he wants.
So Tokyo
Exactly.
Game Show is taking place at the end of September 30th to October 3rd. Xbox is confirmed to have a showcase, 50 minutes. If you're interested in that shit, that's gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
That's 5 a.m. Eastern time. So count me out.
Yeah, 5 a.m. Eastern. What day is it?
Yeah, whatever
It's
day
the
September
30th.
falls on. That would be a Tuesday. So yeah,
I mean, I'm up at 5 a.m. anyways every day.
Yeah, probably getting ready for work.
I'll be working out,
Right.
bro. It's time to do it. Let's go.
Square Enix announced theirs too. They're doing a 50-minute presentation as well. So depending on how it goes, you may or may not get a Square Enix rant part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So I mean, I don't know what they said. No major news or anything like that. I feel not supposed to.
Yeah, they already setting expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Greenberg said that it'll be something just catering to to that region, and he said like there might be like some things there, but it's nothing like gigantic. Like so,
yeah.
People hoping for some shit that's gigantic is not really that. It's just kind of like
some people talking about Sega, right?
Yeah. No, that was
it's just
I think the biggest news that would come from something like that is like a Japanese game going to Game Pass. Yeah.
It's just like showing
that's probably it.
Just like the last Tokyo Game Show where they showed more so for Xbox, it was just like the support from that region and the support for that region, and them actually getting more of those type of developers on their system. So that could be more so to showcase those partnerships coming to fruition. So it's just like I'm excited to see the support of that and like them supporting those people over there in that area. So.
I mean,
listen, I just want to see Final Fantasy 16 at the Square Enix conference, and that's it. I'll be good with Tokyo Game Show.
I'm trying to see Uncharted Collection get announced on PC. That's it.
Oh man.
That
that's
wouldn't be
actually
at Tokyo Game Show though, right? That wouldn't be.
That wouldn't be at Tokyo Game Show.
That should be like next
that's
week
definitely coming though. That's definitely coming.
They're gonna announce it like next week or something like that. But yeah, it leaked all 5 games on PC, Epic Game Store, Steam. I mean, it is what it is. So shout out to the folks on PC who's held out that long to play them. But does this mean that they're gonna get 60 FPS patches on PS5 for at least Lost Legacy and
or
I don't know. Hopefully they do that.
That's the shit that's really gonna piss me off because once again, right, you drop another version, right, a PC version, which obviously is gonna run better than what we can run. The Uncharted Collection is already 60 FPS, but I'm talking about specifically Uncharted 4, which is also part of the leak as well. That's coming to PC. And if they I don't like that shit. It's like, because they keep saying that they're gonna support the console first and shit like that, first and foremost, and then PC later, right? But it's like if they're porting fucking these games to PC, why at the same time? Or even before that, putting a patch out for like Uncharted 4 and shit like that, because that's another game people are waiting for, just like everybody's waiting for Horizon. But who knows? Maybe when they do announce the PC version, they're also going to announce the 60 FPS patch and shit like that. Maybe that's probably what's going to happen, hopefully, and shit like that. But if they do it to where it's like they drop the PC without, patching that version of Uncharted 4 for the PS5 owners and shit like that. Nah, that's not cool. I don't like when Sony does that shit and it's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. In regards to the Tokyo Game Show, I'm just hoping for like a really good JRPG announcement for the Xbox platform because they definitely need a lot more like JRPG support there.
I mean, they've been getting definite support and everything.
Yeah, they have. I think that this is a step in the right direction because when you look at the success of something like Scarlet Nexus, I think Tales of Arise is going to sell pretty well on the Xbox platform as well. Like more of these titles come into the Xbox platform, which is beneficial for gamers in general. Even though like they get outsold by PlayStation, obviously because they're known for having those kinds of games on there. and a lot of gamers do support it, I think it's just throw it on there. Why not? Like, what's the risk of not throwing it on there? Wow, it doesn't sell as well. Who cares? Like,
I mean,
at least you're getting it to a player base of gamers that are willing to play those kinds of games.
Yeah, they're getting small support from that, because when you look at it, just this year alone, there was a lot of games like it was Persona 5 Strikers, East 9, the Neo, The World Ends With You, and stuff like that. Them shits came on everything else except Xbox. They was on the Switch, they was on the PC, and those are the type of games that Phil needs to if there's a fan base out there, which numbers suggest, is like, as far as these games, they don't really sell that a lot, but Phil can make some shit happen to where these games come to Game Pass, and maybe people start buying them more and shit like that.
Oh, I'm not even saying Game Pass. Like, just throw it on the platform. Like, Scarlet Nexus wasn't on Game Pass, and a lot of the gamers on that platform still turned out for that shit.
So I mean, like, that's fine. This is like, I don't know shit if y'all watched the last year's Tokyo Game Show, and like the developers that they highlighted that have never been on Xbox at all. That said that they got dev kids, that they were going to be working with Xbox closely, that they were going to be bringing some of their titles and some of their indie titles, because they said that it would be also like an indie showcase, like a Japanese indie showcase was going to be, and like Xbox was going to be in part with that as well. So it's just like, I mean, like he said, like Coke Boy said and Chris said, is just like, I mean, it really wouldn't hurt, to be honest. And it's just like, that's those titles that went to PlayStation and the Switch and all of that shit, like those are just like regulars. Like those are literally regular things. Like, why not branch out and just like see what type of support that you can possibly get, see those numbers go up, see that support go up, grow your fan base. It's just like this is like doing music or anything else. Like, you want to pass it out to whoever and see whose ears you catch, see whose interest you catch. And it's just like, you could really really start growing that shit organically, and just have people just like people, when they play these games, they never know if they're gonna like them or not. Like, they'd be surprised. Shit, they could become like a mega fan and go way back into the shit and just be like invested in everything. So I think it's gonna be cool. Like, I'm gonna watch the 15 minutes. I didn't know that it was only 15 minutes, but I'll definitely watch it though.
Yo, speaking of Sega, right? Did y'all hear about this whole NetEase? They're pretty much going on like a poaching spree, where they're like getting these high profile Japanese developers, and they're just taking them away. Like apparently the Yakuza, the creative director of Yakuza, right now he's in, there's a rumor that he's in talks to go over there at NetEase and shit like that and start another studio. But there's rumors about other high profile Japanese developers as well too. Mm-hmm. So so we'll see what happens with that, because NetEase is just like a mobile game. So that's just I mean, they mainly make mobiles, but I think that they're gonna branch out and start making like actual like AAA games. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, like that's dope. Like me and my brother was talking about that. So there's people that leave, and that he ain't the only one. There was another dude that left Sega. So there's talents that are leaving Sega. So maybe when all the talent leaves and Sega's dried up, maybe that's when Microsoft buys them.
Oh my god, nah, that ain't happening. Don't do that.
What else happened? The cover for the Nickelodeon All Stars. I don't know.
It got leaked.
Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Yeah, it got leaked, so we got to see more of the characters. Who was what was the name of that character?
You talking about April?
He's on the opposite side of Reptar.
I gotta look.
Cover. He has a sandwich. I forgot what show is he from. Is it from SpongeBob? His head is a sandwich. Looks super familiar. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in this, because this is going to bring back memories. I'm literally buying this thing. I'm going to be getting this game for nostalgia purposes only. I don't think it'll be any good, but
what game you talking about?
Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
Oh yeah. I may fuck with that. Play with SpongeBob, you dig? Let's go. Hey yo, that's gonna be fucking sweet. Yeah, SpongeBob, nigga, let's go.
And
Oh
How is
yeah,
that
okay.
not
I'm
hype
I'm,
about
look, I'm looking at it.
SpongeBob, bro?
I'm looking at it. That's the Toast Man. He was from fuck. What show was he from? Was he from Ren and Stimpy or? Nah, yeah, that's that Toast Man. What show was he from? Y'all not looking at the picture?
No, I don't see the picture. Like
Hold
what?
on.
yeah, I don't know if it was a SpongeBob or like Doug or what the.
Is it
'Cause
Doug? Like let me see.
I know he's not a normal like character that had his own show. He was like a
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was like he was like a little side character
Yeah.
of one of those shows.
yeah.
You know,
No.
like a superhero
yeah, something
character.
that the character will watch on TV or something like
Fuck.
that. Yeah.
Was it Shazam? No, it wasn't Shazam. Or Kazam. I'm thinking of Kazam. I don't think he's from Kazam. Nah, because I think that's cartoon. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
shoot.
They gonna have football head on there?
Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's Powder Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Oh,
thought Ren
yeah,
and Stimpy. Yeah.
Yo, Nickelodeon got a lot of characters, bro.
They do.
put
They
in.
Yeah, they
got
do.
like a whole.
This was a
arsenal.
good move. Yeah, I might try this out. You know.
And so the other, there wasn't really much big news going on this week. I know, like I said, we talked a lot about Psychonauts 2.
You got the Dead Space.
Dead Space, yeah, you guys seen that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like, how far along is this game? Because they show like a bunch of unfinished
That
pictures.
stuff.
It's in
coming out
pre-production
next
right
year.
now. It's
They showed
pre-production.
like
Yeah.
they didn't show like unfinished pictures. They showed just the development process. Like
Yeah.
they showed a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we as consumers don't ever see.
Yeah.
They showed the game at different stages that most people wouldn't, most developers and most publishers wouldn't let be seen. But
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't
like the
show.
transparency, dude. That one shot.
They're trying to
of
build trust.
That one shot of like how it looked, how they're aiming for it to look when it releases versus a 2008 version. Like holy shit, dude! It looks
Yeah.
amazing. Like all the different details and the
Yeah.
atmosphere
bro.
feel that they got going for the game. Like I bet that game's gonna feel. It's gonna be Dead Space. It's gonna feel like it, but it's gonna be like.
Son,
a
I'm
whole
so
new, like,
fucking ready
fresh
for
take
that
on it.
game, dog. Yo, you don't understand how ready I am. Like, I was really surprised that they were gonna do that. They did that.
Yeah, 'cause they wrote
Which-
Dead. It felt like they wrote Dead Space off like a while ago.
Yeah, no. After they did what they did, the visceral. I think like this team is trying to really like get those fans on, like those deep fans who are like super heavy visceral fans, and they didn't like how EA handled them, and it was just like with this drink right here, it was just them trying to get the trust of those people where they were letting the certain like mega fans see early production stages and stuff and asking them on feedback of like, how does this feel, how does this look, and what they showed, the comparison from 2008 like you were saying to now with this, like with the lighting, the fog and like the textures on the walls, and like even with Isaac's, the material on his shit, but then also getting the original actor back to do lines for Isaac for this for Dead Space 1. He didn't say much in Dead Space shit. He didn't say really anything. He just had reactions really. So like this time, like they said, he's gonna be like, he's gonna only talk when he's talked to and shit like that, so it doesn't really like feel too different. But I mean, that's really amazing that they got him back on, and I'm excited. I'm a huge Dead Space fan, so let's go.
It looks like a PS3 one and done game. Yeah. Who I sound like? It's a PS3 one and done game. Is this the remake? Are y'all gonna pay full price for a PS3 360 game?
Space, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yo, you're talking to the wrong person. I never talked shit about Demon Souls at that.
He's talking about Bond.
I'm just saying anybody who's I'm not saying y'all in here. I'm just
Hey,
saying
shit, y'all heard me talk about
Yeah.
that drink.
I know who you're
I'm talking
referring
about. No, I'm talking about that. This is exactly what I heard with Demon Souls remake. This is everything that I heard with Demon Souls remake. But the Dead Space remake looks amazing. I'm definitely getting it. picking it up. I think Dead Space was an amazing horror game.
Shit, I'm
I think
screaming that. When that drop next year,
hold on. Yeah, I think Dead Space is one of the best horror games of all times because it came at a time where horror games was dying down or kind of trash.
It did.
And Dead Space brought it back up because Resident Evil was going the trash route with their action bullshit, right? So
that shit came out the same year as Silent Hill Homecoming.
Yeah, and so I think exactly what they're doing. It's a night and day difference. Definitely reminds me of like how they did with what Blue Point's did with Demon Souls or whatever. Like that much of a leap. So I'm definitely excited for it, man. But you know, it's going to be, you know, a 60 or so, whatever they charge, $60, $70, one and done. You know what I mean?
Shit, I don't know about that shit. The thing about that is that, like, y'all have heard me. Like, I've played through the trilogy of Dead Space multiple times. Just look like now, like they don't feel like. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's like I could keep going through Dead Space over and over again. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I love that fucking series a lot.
It's just a good game, and it
is.
It's held well, like, over time. Like
it has.
I played through Dead Space 1 last year around Halloween time, and it still felt good to play. It didn't feel bad. Weird. It didn't feel dated. The only thing that felt bad, which is the nice improvement that they're going to be doing, is you're going to have 360 movement like they did in Dead Space 2, versus like that clunky, you know, 0G shit that they had in the first one. Yeah. And like if they update that, man, it's going to be a damn near flawless game.
Right? That's what I said. I was like, how do you upgrade a perfect game? Show me. And it's just like, I need this.
Well, I mean, mind you, that 0G stuff, that was a little clunky. So I'm glad.
No, I didn't mind that at all. Like, to be honest, really? But I feel you though.
I thought they did such a better job in the second one with that movie.
Yeah. Let me get a super chat from Blessed Red. Blessed Red said, shout out to Digital Foundry. They definitely inspired EA to do a tech interview with the Dead Space devs. This is how all games should be shown. You want to see like
from
start to finish the claymation. I mean it is what it is.
I would like that. Like,
I don't mind. Then you guys should, for all that, didn't appreciate game preview more. I mean, that's the thing.
True.
That's the thing. But honestly, I haven't been the biggest Dead Space fan.
Please play that jump smooth. I just need you to play that song.
Smooth don't do well with scary games. That's why he don't do well with scary games.
Yeah, he don't. Dude.
Yeah, it's different. Like playing a scary game isn't the same as watching a scary movie. You know
like I would still, even with the remake coming out, I would still recommend anybody that hasn't played Dead Space, if you have, like, you can find them on the cheap or play them on, because they're backwards compatible on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And they're on Game Pass, whether you play, you know, whichever way you want to do it. I would recommend still playing at least the first and the second one. The third one you can totally skip. Third one.
Why you say that, bro?
No, the third one was trash.
He hates the third one, bro.
Hey, listen.
I'm just giving up. He hates that third
one. The third one was straight trash.
Guess what the third one got?
The third one was.
The third one has what everybody wanted this year from Halo. It has co-op.
I don't want Listen, you are comparing two completely different games in two completely different genres. All right,
tell him.
My man said it has everything.
The whole entire aspect of Dead Space was like, you're in isolation, you're by yourself, you're trying to tackle these horrors, you know, alone, you have no escape, there's nobody to rely on other than yourself. And then they took that, which was what made the first two games amazing and intense, and said,
second one,
fuck it, we're going the third one, they're like, we're going to throw in just a random dude that nobody, like, we're going to introduce this third dude in here. We're going to add co-op. And a thing that I hated the most about that, because obviously I played Dead Space 3 the way that it was supposed to be played, which is by yourself. That's how Dead Space games are supposed to be played.
But they designed this one around co-op, though. So.
And then that's the dumb thing, though, is because there was sections in that game that was straight up locked out to you unless you had a co-op partner. And, like, I hate when games do that. Like, I hate when they block content and lock stuff out through just having a second partner there. It's like, and like I said, Dead Space was a game from the beginning that was meant to feel like you're in isolation, to feel like you're by yourself, and they're like, oh yeah, here's the person. And the worst part was when you play that game by yourself, it took you out of the experience so much because that guy would just, I don't even remember his name, he would just show up in the cutscenes and then disappear. Like, they didn't even give you an AI partner, you know, kind of like how Resident Evil 5 did, you know, if you played by yourself, they at least had an AI partner that was there, so it felt still natural. Like, he just disappears. Like, so I remember the worst part was like that last boss fight. He's over there on the comm, like explaining how, you know, difficult this boss is. You don't know if they're going to make it out. And I'm like, dude, you're nowhere to be found. I'm doing this all by myself.
Like,
and it just pulled you away.
The thing is with that, and to speak to Bless Red, like the thing is that played into the dementia and the impact of the marker it had on Isaac, but then also the human enemies. The
human enemies, dude. Oh the beginning of that game was just a disaster.
They were the crazy people who worshipped the markers, or like who built the markers, like who helped build the markers. So those things made sense. It's just like the microtransactions. I can agree those definitely didn't belong there. But like that other second player, it was because Isaac has had mental issues since the first one from being so close to the marker itself. So then you saw him have visions of his wife. You saw him have visions of other people around him in which they were not there. Like, so them putting another player there, but he's not really there. Like, I kind of got the implementation behind it, but I understand what your gripes are with it, but I still enjoyed 3. So
it's because it deviated from the original design goals of what Dead Space was. That's what it started out. I don't mind certain games locking stuff behind co-op because I think it's pretty cool. It depends on the kind of content as well. Like Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was a game you can play solo, you can play co-op, but there's more stuff you can do in co-op playing with a buddy.
Yeah, like I didn't mind the shit because I got it because I was so invested into the world of Dead Space that like I got that like Isaac was really losing his shit. Like, so it was just like I liked that he was losing it and the effect that the marker had on him, and he didn't even know that he built one of the fucking markers. Like he didn't know that. So like it was just all very interesting to see how they built off of that and how they wanted to put co-op in it and how they wanted to build off of it. But I think it could have just been done better and especially with the lack of microtransactions. Like take that shit out of the game, period. So
I will say the opening to Dead Space 2 was fucking iconic.
Oh yeah, the opening.
Yeah,
that was straight.
Oh my god.
And that school,
the
school with the little oh man, that school area with the little kid. Yeah. Dude, that game was just non-stop, just terrifying. And then it had one of the most brutal.
Like I was never scared of Dead Space though. It was just fun.
Yo.
Like it was.
I was
that regenerative monster in the first one, dude. I am not excited to fight that regenerative monster.
Especially with the little. No, they said this one's gonna have more dismemberment.
He was annoying. He wasn't scared.
Yeah, they did. So I heard what they're gonna. It's like you're gonna be able to tear the flesh off the bones.
Yeah, it's gonna be way more detailed than the dismemberment.
I don't know if you guys listen to Kind of Funny Games Daily. But Gary Whitta said, I don't know if when they talked about Dead Space, Gary Whitta said he's gonna call it flay tracing. because of this how the dismember is gonna be. I lost my shit when I heard that. Flay tracing.
Because at the end of the day, Dead Space is cool, smooth. I suggest you play it, but Dead Space was an amazing single player, third person, over the shoulder, action narrative driven horror game. It's absolutely amazing. I love it.
It also had some of the most brutal deaths that I've ever seen in any game. That game had just brutal deaths.
You like that, Nick?
I like that. You snuck that in there. Yeah, it did. It did have the most.
You gotta shoot the bones to really tear the limb off. Like that's lit.
If you have issues with anything with the eye, I would not like the second one. Would not be your friend at all.
Oh yeah, that thing with the eye.
That drill
in his eye,
dude.
That shit was lit.
Brutal. That was brutal.
That shit was lit.
Man, you fuck.
All right. So not to break up the little
we're over here having fun talking. Smooth's like, yeah, time to break this up, guys.
Yeah,
Smooth is not playing that game.
Yeah, we talked about this
we got
for a little bit.
Xbox Game Pass for September. A couple games. I don't know how to read this. This is so.
What we got?
We have Craftopia, which is in
Craft-
game preview. Comes
I
out
heard
September
that.
2nd on cloud, console, and PC. It's
Yeah,
an
that's
idea
game
Xbox
preview.
game. Final Fantasy 13.
13.
I
Yeah.
think
on
13. Was it 2 or just 13?
13.
Is
Yeah,
that
It's
action?
13.
Is that action RPG or is it turn?
It's active
it's-
turn based. It's ATB active turn based.
Oh,
But the mechanics is pretty good. It's just everything else about the game. It's one of the most least favorite FF Final Fantasy games.
Gotcha.
damn.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 13, September 2nd. Which, that's all tomorrow. Signs of the Sojourner. Sojourner.
Sojourner. That's how you pronounce it.
Thank
The
you.
Sojourner. Yeah.
Sojourner? Oh.
Cloud console PC. That's also tomorrow. It's a narrative card. Oh nope, it's a card game. Surgeon Simulator 2. Cloud console PC. That's also tomorrow. I'll give that a crack, but I don't like simulators like that. Crown Trick console and PC. This is idea Xbox. Welcome to the Nightmare of Ram. Guide protagonist Ellie L on a perilous journey through procedurally generated dungeons. Okay, it's one of those games. Breath Edge, cloud console PC, September 9th. Inspired by retro futurism, Soviet. It sounds like some 2D bullshit, but I could be wrong. Nuclear Throne, console and PC, September 9th. It's a top-down shooter. The Artful Escape. Now, where the hell did this come from? I remember seeing this game.
that was
Damn, that shit's been in.
Good. I'm excited about the Artful Escape.
That shit finally coming out.
I'm done with
September
that.
9th.
Bro, that shit was shown like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah, dude. That it's like we've been waiting for this game and the other game, the last night. maybe. Maybe
Oh
this is
my
this
God.
for the last night.
Dude, I forgot about the last night.
Right.
Bro, the last
You
night,
just said that.
Little Devil Inside, like those
Yeah.
games never coming out, bro.
Like
I
the
have,
death
I have
of
a
the last
question.
night.
You said
his
Final
thing
Fantasy
still coming.
17. No, not 17. 13 was coming to Game Pass console
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
PC
Yeah.
console.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Oh, wait, Chris, is that a good one or not? That shit, you know.
Me personally, I didn't like it at all.
You ain't fuck with it? Alright.
No, it was extremely linear to the point, and I don't mind because every Final Fantasy is linear, right? But this one was just it was this hallway, like we literally call it
Yeah,
Final
it took,
Hallway
like-
13.
It took like 30 hours till it actually started to open up.
Yeah, bro. And when it opened up, it was still, I don't know, bro. And just like the story, and I love Lightning. I mean, I think 2 and 3 gets better. Part 2 and 3 gets better, but because Lightning, she turns into she's one of the most powerful characters, if not the most powerful Final Fantasy character. But yeah, man. To me, I mean, you could try it out, but honestly, to me, like, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Does
somebody
have-
said
I mean, to
30 hours
anybody
before it opens up, you know that. Nope.
To anybody that's wondering, it does have Xbox One X enhancements though too, that I think are just improved with the Series X. I know they did some videos and stuff. Like the resolution looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the frame rate's a little bit more stable, or it's just a stable 30.
Some DLC updates. Go ahead.
Oh no, shit. Games with gold, like they put that Chaos Bane in there in a Zone of Enders HD collection.
Yeah,
They put-
Zone of Enders I'll have to download because
Yeah,
Chaos Bane is the
good.
freaking Warhammer shit, right?
yeah, the Warhammer jump. Didn't that just come out though?
Came out like October or something like that. Well, I think it might have came out earlier in the year. No, I feel like it came out.
No, that shit. It came out 2019.
Oh, 2019. No, they did like a next gen port, I think.
Oh, okay.
there's so many different Warhammer games.
I feel like those games are like fucking. I don't know why those games are like bait. A lot of the Warhammer games are bait, bro. Like they're like it's something about them. They're like they kind of have a couple of them that are like good. I think like the Vermintide and all that stuff.
Yeah,
might be decent, but a lot of their games in their series, a
lot of them are mediocre.
Yeah, super mediocre, and they cover as many.
Yeah.
The thing is about them, they have good box arts. Their box arts
they
are
do.
attractive, but the games are like super mid.
Dude, what's crazy is like obviously somebody's buying these things because they put out so many, and I think it's because I think that Warhammer, Warhammer universe is a very very big like thing for people. So it's just the amount of those Warhammer games that come out, I just find it absurd.
Yeah. So some updates that we got for games. So Spirit Fair Free Beverly update is available now. State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition Homecoming DLC is out now. I need to start doing that, but I just need some help with that game. I can't.
Which game?
The State of Decay 2. I don't like the thing is
I haven't even started that game.
I think the game looks good. It plays good. They added so much to the content. It's just that I can't play that by myself. I have to be a carry-on, like in a game of that caliber. A Microsoft Flight Simulator got the World Update 5, which adds Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and some new aerial imagery, high resolution elevation maps. So if anyone's still playing that, some more places to visit. Fallout 76 Fallout Worlds update. Anybody's interested, you can pre-install Halo Infinite via Xbox Game Pass. Yeah. So.
Oh, you forgot.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
no, I was gonna say
Red Dead Online is leaving September 13th. And then September 15th, you got Company of Heroes. Don't care. Desaka C4, which is on PC. Forza Motorsport 7. Now, if you are interested in Forza Motorsport 7, buy it right now to own it because it's not only leaving Game Pass, it's leaving. It's getting delisted. So, if you're interested,
what is up with that?
It's a licensing with music and the cars and shit.
Yeah, these games only last about 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, but I thought that Forza Motorsport 7 was like a Microsoft those games.
It is, but in order for them to keep it active,
6, you can't buy Forza Motorsport 5, you can't buy Forza Motorsport 4. They're all done, and you can't buy Forza Horizon. Did Forza Horizon 3 get delisted? I know Horizon 2 got delisted already.
2, yeah.
Is 3 delisted already?
I don't see it. So
I bought
Forza
Motorsport 7.
I own a lot of them. That's why that's
6 was better than 7 to me.
I only like 7 because it was 4K and they some of the maps were just beautiful.
Oh yeah, some of the tracks were lit. Yeah. Shit, I like a lot of the tracks.
Yeah, the Hot Shot Racing leaves, Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance leaves, Thorn. Yeah, a lot of these games. People be trying to highlight the games that are leaving Game Pass all the time, and they're all the games that are leaving are trash. But okay. So, Starfield's back in the news for I don't know how this shit happened, but
I don't even want to
Oh my god,
bro.
No,
so
it's such a dumb. Yeah,
I'm gonna do this right. Last week I apologized to Grinds My Gears. This week.
Oh, I invited him on, but he said he couldn't make it this week, so he might come on next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
This week, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Red Dragon, cause his tweet. I mean, his post blew up.
Yeah. All of this was mainly because of him, not because it was just a whole bunch of people crying that Starfield isn't coming to PlayStation. I think that's that whole narrative.
Yeah. So
but go ahead.
Yeah. So what happened was he posted it, and Red Dragon is notorious for doing this, and I tried to call him out every day. This was the only one I just said. I read it. And I just looked at other people's replies, and I just ignored it, right? Red Dragon is notorious for doing this, for taking a quote and putting something out there that's or putting something out there that's out of context. And typically he's more how can I say, he's more crafty and more calculated with how he do it. But this one just seemed very, very sloppy, but people still fell for it. So he grabbed an article. And I'll read the article after, but I forgot who it was. But it was related to Gamescom, and it might have been Games Rant. I don't know. But he said when he quote tweeted the article, he says, or the screenshot, he says, Bethesda's Pete Hines suggests the door might still be open for possibility
Oh my
of
god.
games like Starfield coming to PS5 in the future. And I looked at that and I read it. Even when I read the thing below it, I'm like, well, how did he get that? So the screenshot he pulled, the post for his backup, he says, where P. Hines is in an interview saying, there are Xbox brands that exist on other platforms. First and foremost, I'm sorry, I read that all wrong. He says, there are Xbox brands that exist on other platforms. First and foremost, I think that's important to note. Minecraft didn't just stop existing on anything once Mojang got bought by Xbox. Hines said, it's a massively played game on all these other platforms. It's not a sorry, you're never going to get to play anything by Bethesda again. Certainly there are going to be things that you're not going to be able to play on PlayStation. Hines mentioned how Starfield was announced as an Xbox exclusive, but he also suggested that the door might not be shut entirely on Bethesda games coming to PlayStation in some capacity. Starfield, it was announced as a thing that's an Xbox exclusive. He said, I don't know if I would go as so far as to say you're done ever playing stuff on PlayStation, but again, I do not know the answer to that right now. I read that like a couple times, and then I read Dragon's suggestion, and I'm like, I didn't get that suggestion that he says Starfield, the door's open for Starfield to come to PlayStation. And this yielded many responses to the point where Aaron Greenberg responded by saying Starfield will be launching exclusively to this tweet. He responded to the tweet. Starfield will be launching exclusively on Xbox Series X and S and PC on November 11th, 2022. Game Pass members can play it day one as well on Xbox and PC. I know we have said this all before, and none of that has or will change. And then somebody responded to that, which prompted him to reply again. Where the fuck is it? Why isn't this tweet opening? Yeah, somebody said, there we go. Fuck, my bad. I should have put the tweet up. But somebody replied to him and said, oh no, the dude deleted it. That's why. Fuck, he deleted it. But the dude was like, well, the way you said it, they're going to say you're saying is launching on Xbox. They're just going to say it's going to launch on PlayStation later. And he says, we have tried to be as clear as possible. Not a timed exclusive. This is simply where the game is being made. And Pete Hines also replied to someone asking, was this what you were implying? And he said, no. And I was not implying that. And then he put like an emoji of somebody reaching for straws.
That was very comical, not gonna lie.
So yeah, I'm sorry that this have to keeps becoming news, but we're already starting to see the example of case-by-case basis and legacy titles, right? What Phil Spencer mentioned last year. For example, Skyrim special anniversary editions coming out this fall, right? It's not an Xbox exclusive. It's coming out in PS4s, I think Switch. Is Switch getting, I believe.
It's coming out on pretty much everything. It's everything.
Yep. You got Quake, the Quake remaster that they just put out, which came out on PlayStation as well. It just launched day and date on Game Pass. So those are those, and we know that every expansion and add-on from Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online is getting this next generation. I think it's the next gen version of those games are out, because I know it's launching on PS5, like a native native PS5 version is coming as well.
Which one?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Online?
6.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I think they did come out with a PS5 version.
Yeah, so
no, that new Quake though, like that's the one in Game Pass.
Yeah, dude, it's just a fucking retro port.
Okay, no, because I wanted to play it. So.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just like
I played
Doom
it
2, just Quake is. That's not the Quake I want to play. I want to play Quake.
Hold on. It's pretty good, bro.
It's just trash.
Like, it's just like I never got to play it from like the G4 days, and I saw folks playing Quake all the time, and I was just like, damn, I want to play it. So I'm gonna play it, bro. Like, and they said there's like, what wasn't there like a new like story or something done by Machine Games for it, or like stories or something?
No,
not for the one that's in Game Pass. That's literally just one of the little.
Nah, that's the retro joint, but it's remastered.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks better. Yeah, it definitely looks better, but it's
that joint look clean, man.
I would like a Quake 4. Backwards compatibility.
This dude.
He
don't like first person, man.
I don't like first person open world games like that. Like the first person shooter trying to become this crazy ass open world like GTA, and that's where Far Cry.
I get it. But you like Doom Eternal though, because that's not open, right?
I don't know. I actually am not a fan of Doom Eternal. It's just I like the way Doom Eternal looks visually, but it's not a game I like.
Yeah, you
like super hype for. I prefer Wolfenstein over Doom.
You said Wolfenstein over Doom?
Because it's
well, I can understand why you like that. Yeah.
It just seems like I don't know. It's just like it's more of a story I can actually.
The story, yeah.
It's a story. Yeah. Doom is just I can't
tell
you if I was playing Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal. I think the difference is just platforming. Doom Eternal is like excelled in platforming over Doom 2016. But yeah. But yeah, Starfield, this whole thing, and then I know Jeff Grubb followed up with the whole like Elder Scrolls 6 is expected to be exclusive too, but I'm sick. The thing is, I get bothered by why are they asking this question still? Like, why do they keep asking this damn question?
That's just Red Dragon.
But not even Red. It's not even about Red Dragon. It's the
interviews.
Yeah. Why is that a question?
They're not being clear. They're not being clear enough, and that's the problem.
Pretty fucking clear.
It was pretty clear.
I mean, like they said,
said
exclusively. Dude, at E3,
he said
at E3 they literally said launching exclusively on Xbox Series X, S, and like Game Pass, so PC as well.
Yeah,
how much more clear does that need to fucking be?
That's pretty fucking
like,
clear.
what do you mean it's not clear enough? What? How are we 3 months later and it's still not a clear fucking thought?
That's pretty fucking clear.
Hold on.
He's right. He's right.
He's right. But what we gotta in context.
In what context?
Let me
context is a game. No. What context are you trying to reach for?
No,
the game is launching on Xbox Series X and S and PC. That's what they said. That's what they said 3 months ago. That's what they said. That's what they said today. Like, it hasn't changed.
No,
what do you mean they haven't made? Explain to me, like I'm fucking 5, how this there is any room for error here.
Well, that's the thing. They have to explain it to fanboys.
What do you mean? They literally posted a fucking image that says Xbox Series X and S Starfield.
I agree with you. I'm just saying
there was no PlayStation 5 logo.
When you explaining things to fanboys, you have to break it down.
But hold on, it's not. It's not the fanboys because it is the interviewers that keep bringing these questions up and keep the conversation going. If the interview didn't keep asking these same questions, this conversation wouldn't go on. It's just like last time they asked, the whoever interviewed them the last time was implying that, people were just up, PlayStation fans were just upset and everything like that. Then you said, oh, I'm sorry, but there was something along those lines. Oh, I'm sorry that y'all upset, but it's exclusive or whatever. And shit like that, and people like blew this whole shit up as if like we still don't know what the fuck Starfield is. It's made by Bethesda. That's all we know, which is enough to get a lot of people hyped. But like all the PlayStation fans I know, we know that if we want to play Starfield, just get a fucking Xbox or play it on PC. The moment they show Starfield gameplay, and if it looks amazing, And if Bethesda can finally have compelling gameplay and not no clunky gameplay like their past games, in my opinion, right? Shit, I would buy a fucking Series X for Starfield if it's really hitting. If Bethesda's back how they used to do and shit like that, and I think people understand that. Like just like Spider-Man, you like Spider-Man, get a PlayStation.
Yeah,
you like, you know, you like.
But look, what I'm saying is like, all right. So when it come down to when Jim Ryan, the line Jim Ryan come out, right, and when he talk in Red Dragon and J Dub and all of them, they get real intricate when they break down his little like interviews.
That's something you gotta ask. That's something you have to, hold on. Listen, that's something you have to ask them. Like nobody here can answer that for you.
Well, that's
something
that's
I don't know
what
why they do that.
I
don't know. That's dumb.
No, I'm gonna tell you why they do, because it's only, you know, like we said,
because they
people
get
know what people fueled off of. Yeah,
I mean, but
that's all it is.
But it goes the same way,
chasing.
right? But it goes the same way the other way around, because there's bro, there was like, I don't know if y'all heard about like this whole Austin Evans shit.
Yeah.
Like there was like that shit blew the fuck up, and he pretty much got exposed for fucking trying to fucking lie about the new PS5 model being like hotter and shit like that, and he didn't test it right, but he came out and said the PS5 is worse or whatever. And then when people, you know, all these people, Digital Foundry, I think Jeff Grubb wrote an article. All these people came out and said like, what is he talking about and whatever, but when he was doing the Xbox one, because the Xbox one blows harder air. Hold on, the Xbox one.
Well, I just want to say real quick,
the PS5, but he didn't really say much. Go ahead, my bad.
No, just real quick. Everybody out here complaining about that video for the wrong reason. Mm-hmm. You guys need to be looking at that and wondering how this man got 2 PlayStation 5s, but you don't have any.
I got one.
I'm just saying, like, the grand scheme of things, this guy was able to get his hands on 2 PlayStation 5.
Obviously, he has connections. He's a huge YouTuber. He has connections.
That should be the real thing that people mad at him. This man got 2 PS5s and tore them apart.
I didn't know why it blew up like that. Why people were taking it such as a big deal. It's like the difference of degrees. That it was like maybe like 3 to 4 degrees.
It was like 3 or 4 degrees.
Yeah, so I didn't understand
from the exhaust.
And to my knowledge, the hotter that the heat is blowing, that means the cooler it is.
The cooler it is inside. Yeah, exactly.
Inside. So I'm like, okay. But so I didn't know what that meant. Like, so I just, when I saw it, like I saw it pretty early. People were talking about it, you know, and I think I might have retweeted somebody saying it, but I wasn't retweeting it for a bad. I was like, oh, okay, so these are the new PlayStation models. All right, whatever.
It actually has a better fan too, because the blades are longer.
Yeah, so I didn't think.
The only thing, it just doesn't have the same, like the heat sink. It doesn't have the same heat sink that the old model has.
That's what makes it heavier, because like that's the
they
that was
took out a lot of the copper and stuff. They took out the material, but they also said it could be because of copper's harder to find as well, and they're trying to produce more, and so that could be another reason, but.
Yeah, but they were on his ass. Like everybody,
they were.
Right with doing videos. There were people that was doing videos that didn't know what the hell he was talking about or what they were talking about.
Yeah, they were just upset.
The cash shit and all that shit. Like I'm like, yo, are you kidding me, bro? I was like, you know what? I need to get back into the swing of things and start doing videos on like everything that happened. But I just couldn't muster up the energy to say, well, okay, but I don't know. It blew up. But you're right. Like, you know, the Starfield blew up for like. The wrong reasons. The whole PlayStation thing blew up for the wrong reasons. And that also spawned people trying to make this dude's house blowing up trend. Somebody posted on like Reddit that their house blew up because of their Xbox. Their Xbox blew up near.
These people are so fucking annoying, dog. I get tired of seeing these fucking stories. I think it was a story that I saw on Twitter. Cuz said,
that was funny.
Hold on. Cuz said that a fucking look. This is the Jones. He said a fucking warehouse worker turned on the Xbox and the drain it caught fire or like combusted and burned down the warehouse. I'm like. One thing, what the fuck is a warehouse worker doing playing an Xbox in a warehouse? I literally work in a warehouse. What time do you have to turn on a fucking Xbox to play what fucking game you say? Oh, okay, fuck the game he was playing. It was this dumb, and people were believing it. Like, I'm just like, you gotta be fucking stupid to believe this shit. Like, and it's just like after the fact that like this came out shit about the whole heat sink shit with the PS5, and it's just like you don't see as reactionary. Like, you don't think that this would be on the news if like a warehouse caught fire because of a fucking Xbox combusting in it. Okay, cool. Like, geniuses.
Yeah, I knew that one. I don't know which one you talking about. But there was another one with the dude said the same, like his shit burned and it was like all fucked up. They showed it on Twitter like a couple of days ago, but he was talking about like his cat almost got caught on fire because of it. Yeah. I don't know about the warehouse one, but that's the one that I seen. But as soon as I see that, I was like, all right, people just trolling and shit like that. They do that shit. That's just dumb shit. There's no way a video game console can do that to itself. Like, come on now.
Yo, I heard somebody talk. Remember the last time that dude blew the vape in the Xbox thing?
Oh, dude.
Yo,
that was like a day after fucking launch, too.
Yo, I was at GameStop and I heard a dude really believed that shit. I was like, damn, that shit actually worked. Like,
I love the Xbox marketing team. We can't believe we actually have to say this, but don't vape into your console.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that was it.
Yeah,
I think that was all the topics.
Because last did we? Yeah. Last week we complained about Gamescom, right?
And Halo, yeah.
Halo. Still, I still
think Halo should be delayed.
No. I don't think.
Yeah. I think Halo should be. I think the campaign should be delayed and the multiplayer come out.
Yeah, you ain't gonna like what I gotta say, so I ain't gonna say shit.
Well, the only reason, listen. The only reason that I'm saying this is because I had a conversation. I was talking with Jay a little bit about this ago. Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with the worker. He's not, he's not heavily into games, like we are. It's not on podcasts and stuff, and lives and breathes it. He said, he had his son. He was like talking to me about it because he knows I like games. He's like had his son want him to play all the Halos with him before Infinite comes out, so they could play Infinite together when it launches in December. And then I said to him, I was like, hey, do you know that Infinite's co-op campaign's not going to be available at launch? And he said, what do you mean? I was like, the co-op campaign is not going to be available. Like, co-op in the game is not going to be available at launch. He's like, no, you're lying. I said, no, like, it's not going to be available at launch. They're hoping it's going to be available 3 to whatever so months. And so now he's going to have to go tell his kid, hey, we ain't going to be able to play Halo Infinite this year. Because it's not co-op campaign. So just think about the amount of people that's out there.
Until like fucking 3 months out. Yeah. I knew y'all were gonna grab the kids. I knew you was gonna grab the kids.
No, I'm just talking about.
I thought about the kids. Even
I'm
thought
not.
about
It's not.
But it was just like,
listen,
I knew somebody was gonna come with with the sob story of
I'm talking
in the wheelchair and shit, like who can't play fucking co-op.
Just like talking about my SSDs.
I'm not. You are twisting to what I mean. It's just this guy. He didn't know. Like at all that there was not going to be a co-op.
Yeah, I know.
Because he plays games too. So it's just in general, like the general population do not know that Halo Infinite's not going to have a co-op campaign. That's all I'm saying is like the general population. So you're going to have all these people that pick up the game, download the game, buy the game, whatever at launch, expecting because.
Of course they expect it. It's just like I mean, it's just 3 months out. You saying that you can't get another gameplay with your son for a minute until it comes out. If you're not really focused on that single player experience and you want to enjoy that with your child, then okay, like that's cool and great. Like it's only 3. Like you act like you can't play split screen.
But here's my
other thing. Halo was
no.
Be there.
But
like, come on, man, they launched every single Halo. With co-op, that's been a staple in every single Halo.
You trying to defend that?
That's what I'm saying. It looks like he's trying to defend it because he's just trying to be like, it's just 3 months.
And then also, I want to sit here. You say 3 months. I say bullshit because it's not guaranteed 3 months after launch. You're not telling me, okay, the game launches in December 8th of this year. You're telling me March of next year that co-op campaign is going to come out.
The co-op launches in like March, I guess, or something.
No, it's 3 months after launch.
They said they're targeting it. That's what they're saying.
I doubt that. That's another thing. It's like a target. It's not a set date. It's not set in stone. It's not this is what's going to happen exactly. So that shit could get delayed 6 months, a year. They could sit there and say, hey, guess what? We can't figure out how to do co-op campaign in this.
That'd be their L.
That'd
be their L.
And then not only on top of that,
hey, that'd be their L.
You look at like we just talked about. We just talked about Cyberpunk, how they promised and we're shooting for getting the next gen upgrade, this year, and it being delayed. That's the same shit could happen with that. I mean, it's the same.
This is I get that people are upset, and this is what like y'all just don't like, and like it's just like it's so. Oh, staple this, staple that, and it's just like, holy shit, like the world's ending, shit, we gotta go blow up their fucking office.
Nobody's going over the top like that. Nobody's exaggerating.
No,
like
because
the world is
motherfuckers
ending.
is like really
As if people, you're exaggerating the reaction. You're exaggerating the reaction. People are
listen to what I'm
people.
saying.
Hold on,
but just like it's just like, okay, these folks, I can empathize with them. Like, you can understand why they would be upset. If they play it with their families, if you play it with your brothers, your sisters, your kids, you get it, you understand. Like, these people are expecting it. They don't know. So I could completely understand why they would be like, kind of like shocked or flabbergasted or some shit like that. Like,
it's not just them.
For people to
like,
jump
down,
like,
look at the fact that it's a holiday
Halo fans.
A
lot of Halo fans are upset.
I still just want the single player. Because I don't initially play it the way that they do is bullshit.
No, it's not that. That's you're missing. You're completely missing the point.
It's going to be a holiday game, so parents are just for holiday, whatever, want to play games with their family and stuff like that. Got that time? They're going to pop in Halo. Let's play Halo. Boom, no co-op campaign.
It's not about who plays co-op and who doesn't. It's the fact that they promised it and they're not delivering on that promise. If you're gonna say, hey,
them promising it. When did they promise it?
How many articles do we got to pull up right now that says it will be at launch?
When they delayed Halo Infinite last year, what did they say? They said that they were just polishing the game, right? Then they said, hey, we're promising you guys that we're gonna deliver the game with co-op, Forge, multiplayer, all of that. That's what they said in the Windows Central article during their interview.
Okay.
I can link that to you. And then they're coming out with this news about, hey, there's no co-op, there's no Forge at launch. We're targeting these dates for it, and now there's no XP progression system. It's just nothing but challenges inside the game. That doesn't make sense to me. So like, as a fan of Halo, I feel a bit misled because you said you were going to do this, now you're not, and you're delaying that. That doesn't make sense to me. But I talked.
Yeah, that was one of the first announcements for Halo Infinite.
But it's just like with any other game, it's just like all of these things or any other.
This isn't any other game, man. This is our staple franchise. This
is
isn't
Halo,
any
bro.
other game. This is Halo. This is a staple to Xbox. The back of your Series Xbox has Master Chief right there plastered all over it. It is a staple to Xbox. It is not just any other game, baby.
I just, you know what I mean? I did all my crying about Halo Infinite. No, I really don't. It's just like I'm gonna play that campaign. I have accepted that the best games out of Xbox this year will be Psychonauts and Forza Horizon 5. If Halo's gonna be better than either or two with what it launches with, then kudos to them, and hopefully it didn't let it surprise me. But at that point, I mean, like I said, launching in December is launching without co-op launching with no real XP, and these are I don't know how you overcome that.
That's the that I could get behind. I get it. I get it.
Like they don't have simple shit that they've had in their other games. How do you not just have any type of XP progression?
I mean, it's not. They got XP. It's just bullshit. It's the shit that these little kids. This is all right. I'm starting to remember last week now. Last week, I have come to the realization I want no parts of free to play games. I don't want any other game going free to play.
There you go. I've been saying that.
The worst idea forever at Halo. The worst idea. As soon as they ever thought of the rumors of Halo Infinite being free to play, we all should have said no. I'll tell you this now. I'd rather Microsoft make their first party. I'd rather Xbox make their first party game $69.99 before they do
Who are you expecting to say no? This is my question to you.
No, because all free to play games are half baked. They're cheap in content. they don't offer nothing. Fuck free to play
Yeah,
games. Every free
I
to play game
understand
I've
that
been
part.
involved in is sucked. I don't
No,
like
I get-
Apex. I don't Rogue Company's okay. I don't like Warzone. I don't like Fortnite.
It's
Not
not
a-
a bad game.
Like
Apex is
saying
not a bad
Destiny's
game.
free to play. Destiny's fucking.
Hold on, I
lit.
want
Like,
to-
Destiny
I
went
wanna
free to
hear
play
it.
after it's been $60 for about 5 years. Like I mean,
no,
like,
like
they don't
that's
need it.
not
They
away
don't
from
need you to buy it no
like,
more.
I mean, but
Like
And the DLCs, they charge you for
I got-
yeah, they charge you for the
campaigns.
DLC, so there's a yeah, they'd rather have you win the base game for free so they can get you $40 for the IP. So technically, the shit ain't free. Like,
yeah, they gonna do the same thing with Halo. I mean,
yeah,
so they gonna charge
yeah,
you
but
for
the thing
something.
is, no, but it's gonna take us 10 years to get what we got in Halo like 4 and 3 for at one price at one time. Like the thing is, it's like I'm really concerned that they are not gonna launch. They're gonna launch this free to play with literally 2 fucking modes.
All right, so this is the question I got, man. I mean, now it's all said and done. This is the Halo Infinite. This is the last one.
Yep.
So 343 is pretty much like what do you think about 343 now?
Right.
Smoke?
If
Did
if Halo
Like, they
Infinite
gonna get
wasn't
'em outta
Halo
there.
and the game was just called Infinite, I think it'd be a hot ass game.
No, I mean, how
I
do
mean,
you
we'll
feel about
see,
the
we'll
studio, bro? Like they need
This,
to go,
this,
right?
They
this
don't
is
need
gonna
to
be
go.
that.
They
This is
just
gonna be
need
make
to-
or break.
Yeah, they
Ah,
don't need
make or break.
343
Oh,
doesn't need to
God.
go. They just need to make their own fucking game. Like
They
I'd
about to
rather-
get them out.
Yeah,
I'd rather them
like,
die
wait,
on the hill of
risky
their
action.
own
It's going-
idea versus killing an existing one that had like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But like,
That's what I want.
Dear Xbox, Microsoft, whatever, Gears, Halo, any other like, bruh, Crackdown multiplayer wasn't even free. Don't make
Shit, was
any of
anybody
your
even
other games
playing that
free.
shit?
I was.
It was very hard to find
But
lobbies.
it was
at
hard to
once.
find. It should have been free though. But Halo shouldn't be free. Halo shouldn't be free. But the
man
thing is,
just said,
Crackdown
no
only
multiplayer
had-
should have been free.
Crackdown
Man, it
literally
should've
only
been.
had 2 modes and 2 maps, so it should have been free. It should have been a free to play multiplayer. The game itself, the campaign should have been $30. Exactly what they're doing with Halo Infinite is what it should have done with Crackdown 3.
I agree with
The
that.
campaign-
I agree with that.
The campaign for Crackdown should have been about like $30-$40, and then the multiplayer should have been like a free to play thing. I guarantee you it would have been more successful if they gave it that hype, like, oh, it's free to play, and then gave people time, to jump in the multiplayer and to fill it instead of, I don't know, 343. Every time it came for them releasing a Halo, they always had to follow up. Yeah, we made mistakes with this game, and they're preparing to launch this game. I don't see anything in Halo Infinite that showed me they learned from the mistakes of Halo
As
5
for
or Halo 4.
anything, man, they've had 2 chances, man. This is 3 times you're out.
But shout out to them though. I mean, I'm still gonna play it day one. I hope what's there at launch is good. I don't expect it to be a big deal because, like I said, I don't know. Right now
Just
I've
because
heard,
it doesn't have co-op?
No, because they told
Oh.
me more things that the game doesn't have than things the game does have. So
Yeah.
it's not. It's not about co-op. Co-op. Remember when the whole thing about co-op thing happened? I didn't harp too much on it. I said what I said, but I didn't have a real issue. It's like, it is what it is. I'll just play this shit by myself. The XP thing bothered me because now it's like, no, they're really going full in with this Fortnite shit. And I don't play
Yeah,
multiplayer
the
games
XP
like
thing
that.
was the only thing that bothered me when Coke Boy brought that up. I didn't know that was a thing, and y'all got into the flighting. I didn't get into it, so I didn't see that. I didn't get to see that.
That
So like
wasn't in
hearing
the
people talk
flighting,
about the
that was
XP
after.
thing, that was the thing that kind of bothered me because after I played the campaign, I jumped into the multiplayer. So that was the only thing that really but
Yeah. No, but like I said, like I'm like I said, I don't want Halo to be delayed. Because I still want to play it. It's a nice different. I don't see myself. I'll tell you this: people hyping Battlefield 2042. I don't think the game's gonna be all that hype. I don't see myself playing it. It's multiplayer only, and it's the multiplayer game. Of all the shooters, I'm not good at Battlefield, so I'm not going to invest $70 just to get my ass kicked. I'm not doing it. Call of Duty, it's Sledgehammer and it's World War II multiplayer trash. I will do the campaign, but do I really want to invest $70 on that just to play the campaign? No, so of all the three, I'd rather play Halo, but it's just coming in half baked and it's just not the best look.
I got Destiny to play, but I mean, like, so you feel me? Like Vanguard, I'm not really like super interested in, and like to put it into multiplayer, I'm not really gonna be invested into that. Like the Battlefield, I may dabble in it, yeah. Halo multiplayer shit, if that XP whatever fiasco is still, yeah, then the multiplayer may have to wait, like after I experience the campaign. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, though. Let's get out of here.
For sure.
All right,
One more thing. Y'all probably already talked about this. I don't know, but the Zone of the Enders is in games with gold right now. You got
if
a lot
it's
of
in games with gold, the game is probably mid.
Oh no, it's a
No, I don't know.
360
Zone of Enders.
that's your boy.
Nah, but it's the because it came out on PS2, but I think they remastered it for the 360, right? So is it that one?
It's the HD collection.
Oh,
Yeah.
the HD collection. Nah, I
Yeah,
mean Zone of Enders was good. I mean, but it's old. It's a Kojima game.
Yeah,
You know, it's about mechs and shit like that. But I mean, it was cool for its time. I don't know how well it holds up now because I haven't played it in such a very long time. But
yeah,
I mean,
that was 360 HD collection. Yeah.
Cool.
It's cool.
All right. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to everyone who tuned into the podcast tonight. Shout out to people in the chat. Bless Red, Alex. Who else did I miss? It's Stormy. We got
Spartan God.
We got making sure I'm not. Man, there's a lot of repeat names in here. It was a quiet night tonight. But yeah, man, D'Angelo, everyone a geek. It was a pleasure. You guys can get your outros. Anybody got anything going on?
Nah, man, the Forbidden West pre-orders go up tomorrow. I don't know why
are
they
they waiting? Why is there a countdown?
Yeah, I have no. It must be something
Yo, something
special.
right,
Nah, it must be some type of special announcement with the game, maybe. But I don't know. Is there for some reason they're just hyping this pre-order date? I have no idea why. So
no, maybe
the game
we'll
coming out.
demo.
It's coming out in June, bro. I don't think that shit coming out no time.
Nah, I think it's coming out in February. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll definitely see, man. But
it's on the PS4 too. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's on PS4, so it's cross-gen.
I'll wait to
Believe
see
in
if
generations,
They pop
baby.
up with like a collector's edition of the game. It's probably when I'm.
Oh hell yeah!
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They're gonna have an
Have
808 statue.
Have they announced the collector's edition for it?
No,
yet,
the pre-order goes
They'll do that
tomorrow.
They'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well, I know, but usually they announce like the collector's editions before the pre-orders go live. You know,
No,
just to
they're-
get you like ready.
I think they'll do that at the same time.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to keep my eye out for that because I'm definitely interested in collector's edition.
You're dope. It's Jay. You got any videos coming up?
I'm brainstorming right now what my next video is gonna be. Probably another Halo video, so I can like talk about that situation in depth and call it a day.
You gotta finish that the FF7 one, baby.
I have to go back and replay those final 2 levels. That's the issue. That I had 6 hours recorded.
So,
and
but
down
you-
the drain. I'm
right,
just so pissed
but-
off because of that.
But you can so much more of the game except the final levels in the video.
I know, but I want to show the final
Dude,
2
I
levels.
feel
'cause
bad.
That's
I've been
where I had
playing.
a lot of fun.
I've been playing Psychonauts 2 so much. I ain't recorded not an ounce of gameplay, and it's like, but I was like, you know.
Oh yeah, how is that? How is
Bruh,
it looks dope, man. A lot of people
I love
calling
it.
it game of the year and
I
shit
love
like
the
that.
game, bro. I haven't had this much fun with like a
Yeah.
platformer since Cameo.
And remember what was I saying a few weeks ago, Smooth, when I was talking about platformers and shit like that? It's like, who cares about platformers? They're not as big anymore, right?
I still agree with this. I don't think platformers are as relevant or as alive as they were years ago. Not saying that they're not good. It's just that there aren't enough of them as there were back then, and they're not like to the forefront as your typical action adventure or your first person shooter, like
Unless you're Nintendo. Nintendo still has that.
Unless you're like Nintendo. So that's why it's like when they come around and you get them that are good. But yeah, they did the damn thing with this one. So yeah.
It's been a great year for platformers, man. Ratchet and Clank, now Psychonauts 2. So we'll see.
All right, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Dopest J, Ole Man Logan, NickBanks. I know you were working on your channel, trying to stream and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm still getting some things together, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely about to go up. Trying to do that the review thing going on, man.
The reviews, yeah. No. Let me when you start recording that. Let me know.
I'll still be on that.
Let me know.
I definitely got you on that.
Let me know for sure. Yeah. Shout out to. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I got a Ole Man Logan. I probably get because I bought a sound card too, man. Like
a soundboard. No damn sound card, like. Oh, you a
soundboard.
A soundboard. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. Wrong one.
Right. Soundboard?
I know you stream a lot. Yeah, you.
What are you talking about?
You know how Elgato has those things?
You got the stream deck or? What do you mean by soundboard?
Because you don't need a soundboard. You just get a stream deck that does like all.
Yeah, I'm very confused with what the sound. What are you talking about? Soundboard?
Yeah, well, I had one. I bought a big bundle of. Like I said, I got 2 capture cards. I got a sound.
Did you buy this from a garage sale?
Look, man, I had during the pandemic,
All right, let's get out of here. I don't like.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Right, shout out to Sir Dre the Great. Shout out to Swans. Today his name is Witch House. Witch Houses. Bless.
It's for my Twitch stream. Like when I start streaming, I'm a stream scoring. I'm gonna stream Dead Space. I'm gonna probably stream some Destiny content when I'm doing raids and dungeons and shit like that. So I finally got approved for that. So that's hopefully soon. Like hopefully it's soon. If it's not fucking soon, I'd be really bummed. But it is what it is. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Appreciate it. As always, guys, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.